And he talks to him. He says if you take control of them, they give you resources. Oh, that's so wholesome, man. The low elo legend, 600 elo. And this map is called Aftermath. And this is a map that was designed for Empire War settings, which means you start with 27 pop. It was used in Red Bull Wall 05. I think it's a really big mistake that the devs put this in RM, but big mistakes are normally exciting in low elo legends. And, you know, if you're to ask my parents, that was a big mistake as well, and I turned out all right. So let's talk about it. So, and I'm going to give my stronger opinions on the map later on. That's important, not important. We have So Tasty here in the red, playing as the Incas. And then in the blue, we have Aztecs for Jacob. So we have two civilizations with eagles. And, okay, and the blue is talking to him. Blue says, do you know how to use those outpost/trade things? This is what I was about to talk about. So if you run past this, which I think Red tried to do, but he misclicked, and you collect it and it goes to your color, you will receive a trickle of resources. And Red says not yet. Oh my God, this is perfect. And Red thought like he did the right thing, but he didn't get close enough to the trade workshop. And now Blue says, no worries, thanks. Oh my God, this is so wholesome. I love low elo legends. So neither of them really knows how it works. And Blue didn't even try and run over to this. But yeah, basically what high-level players are doing is they're picking Lithuanians, they're using the extra food, they're making a bunch of militia, and if you control this, you get resources. And Red misclicked it again! He didn't go close enough to it again! Wow. I mean, I knew I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't know what to expect in this manner. What a weird way to start it off. So they're both super confused, and you know, they talked a little bit about it, and I have a feeling that if they figure it out, they're going to pass the information along. But I just figured that one person would figure it out, the other person would be told, and that would be it. But neither of them have any clue, as now Red is coming out to the middle. For what reason, I don't know. Here comes Red with 3 vills. Now, maybe Red thinks you have to send the vills to the thing? Blue, I think, is auto-scouting, so there is a chance that eventually Blue will get one. You do start with a barracks, you do start with houses, you do start with a blacksmith. That's because it's what you start with an Empire Wars. And here comes Red. I have no clue what Red is doing. Why is Red sending 3 villas forward? He has to know the enemy base is here. Well, he found geese, so there's some benefit. And now he's still walking this way. Can Blue see that? Blue can see that. Did Red want to take the boar? I guess that's not going to work. Okay. Red, I think, was looking for the boar. You dirty, dirty lamer. Okay, so Red's like, well, that plan didn't work. So what do we do now? And apparently these trade workshop things don't work. So now Red is going to the forward berries, maybe? Look, he's looking for the mill hotkey. I guarantee it. He doesn't have a mill hotkey. He's going to stop. See? The stop was because he looked. And he's going to just take the forward berries. What the? This game, though. Still sending villagers forward as well. I mean, there's berries right here. You could also take that, Red. So I don't know what's happening right now. A very interesting game. Now, Blue's made a militia. And if either of these guys take control of a trade workshop in Dark Age, that's the reason I think it should not be in the game right now. Your ecos just skyrockets ahead. And if you're thinking, well, T90, like, what? It seems fun. This has been a really good game. You're spot on. You're spot on. I think it's just, like, at a higher level, it's so abusable and RNG-based. Because you can't really share it. But this has been fun. Red does have a lumber camp. It is in the middle. To be fair to him, he wasn't able to scout the resources on the side because he was too busy scouting the opponent's base and standing next to the walls. So I guess that's understandable. And okay, Blue is making a lot of militia. Now, Aztecs start with 50 more gold, so this is a good map for Aztecs because you can make more militia. But no one, I repeat, no one has walked up to the trade workshop and on the trade workshop yet to change colors. You can't make this up. Also, shout out to Krazini. Because I'm going to send this to Krazini at some point, I think, because he's the one who made the map. And he's just going to be losing it, probably. Okay, if Blue finds those berries, I'm going to scream. Blue's not going to find those berries, right? Here comes his eagle. This is auto scout, guys. It's all auto. Red is on the way to Feudal. Red forgot about the TC. No clue what Red's going to do in Feudal Age. And now Blue's militia are heading back. Why? He's very indecisive. Maybe he saw something here and he's thinking he should go after the enemy base. It's also going to be really confusing for people who are new when they see the flames in the trees. Okay, please, please, please control this. Please, just try it. Yeah, give it a shot. Yeah, just go up to it. Hey, yeah, baby. They could have, whoever would have had that would have had hundreds upon hundreds of additional resources. Now, I wonder if Blue will realize what's happening and tell Red. Because remember at the start, Blue said, do you know how to use those outpost/trade things? And he talks to him. He says, if you take control of them, they give you resources. Oh, that's so wholesome, man. Oh, my God. Now, he could easily have just not said anything, and he could have just taken advantage of that and got some internet points. But Blue realizes that some things are more important than internet points. It's better to just be a good person. What a guy. All right. Now, Red hasn't responded. Red's villager is currently being burned at the stake down here. Oh, God, he doesn't have shoes. People, he doesn't have shoes. That's horribly painful. How does he do it? It's an eagle, not a villager, sorry. And yeah, so I really don't know Red. What the? Okay, I do know Red's plan. So he's making eagles, and he's going to tower rush, which does kind of suit the Incas in some way, truthfully. Nice farms here from Blue. Holy cow, okay. But yeah, the Incas do have cheaper towers, and they do have good eagles, so I suppose that's an option. Also, if you're going to tower rush, denying a stone is nice, because then you can just, they can't make defensive towers. Blue is scared now, and Blue's like, let's go home to attack that. Could also kill these villagers, but, you know, I don't think we're going to see that. And Blue, I would suggest maybe canceling some vills here, and just going up to Feudal Age. You have a lot of villagers, my friend. As Red decides to not only tower in Blue's face, but now mine in Blue's face. And here comes Blue. Red sees this, and Red's going to be like, ah, this is scary. And so into the tower they go. The only thing that's actually out of the tower to attack is the spearman. But the spearman will distract the militia. And this is high level, low elo. Meanwhile, Blue had those geese in the middle of the map. I think Red tried to steal them earlier. Blue wasn't happy about that. So Blue's going to be like, my geese. But the geese are now going to be very confused because now they're Red's geese again. So they're having an identity crisis right now. We've got stolen geese. We've got forward mining. We've got a full-on garrison abandonment of the farms. We've got an eagle burning off his feet. We've got a trade post that actually works. And should put Blue in the lead. But Blue, you've got to go Feudal Age, my friend. Go Feudal Age. There we go. Feudal Age on the way. 2 minutes away. Woo! Now, Red is going to drop off some stone and wants to make another tower because Red knows towers are 125 stone with any other civ. I don't think he knows that Incas have cheaper towers yet. Blue could honestly do an okay job here to stop this because Blue is still making militia. Again, shout out to that trade post. And I guess here's the army to protect it. The thing about towers is that it's going to freak you out. And this tower here is very close to the gold. And Blue doesn't really have any vision on any other safe golds close by. Tharva, there are emotes here, yes. They're called stickers, but they're emotes. I don't have them all uploaded yet, unfortunately. Man, Blue, I think Blue at this point should just wait for Man-at-Arms before rushing all this down. With this many units, you definitely will be able to push back the towers, unless the towers are walled in. The Death of Men, at this time, the way the accounts work is a little annoying. You just got to keep an eye on it if you want to use your gamer tag. it will change in the future, I'm fairly certain. But I can't guarantee anything. Also, can we talk about Red? He doesn't have any eco at home. What a mad lad. That's crazy. Okay. Man-at-Arms on the way. Man-at-Arms on the way. These villagers say, and I didn't mean to rhyme. These villagers are like, okay, well, we're going to go eat now because I think we accomplished our job. But the trade post, man, and to be fair to Blue, he did tell Red how it works. These trade posts are slinging him so many resources. And I think Blue should just hop out of here, and Blue should be able to wreck all of this with that many man-at-arms. Even with the armor upgrade, too, that's crazy. I don't know if this is intentional from Blue, but if Blue's controlling this, Blue should click something over here. Red is in gamer mode right now. They're both in gamer mode. They're probably not going to talk too much anymore. And I think now Red is going to realize, oh, crap. What do I do? Blue should honestly delete his own house here. That would really help. But in the end, just take this tower out first and you'll end up being fine. Units for Red are not really great to counter man-at-arms. Spearmen are good against horses. Neither of these civs have horses. So again, I expect Blue to take the better of the engagements. Even though he's not really taking the fight against the units yet, the tower will go down. The men-at-arms will turn around. Red needs another plan here. Yeah, I'm seeing some questions about the platform, by the way. I'll get to them. I've reiterated a bunch of times today for you guys. But some people maybe just got here. So just stick around. I'll talk about it. I think some people are going to answer those questions. But what a funny game. The problem just is Red isn't really investing into any long-term eco. It doesn't really have farms working. Blue has farms. And Red also doesn't have the trade post. So I guess as I have the time to talk about it now, as Blue is a pretty big lead. What's happening at a high level, and this is what's especially bad about it. Okay, so we have a tournament coming out called King of the Desert, which is an Arabia tournament. And the way the seeding is being done for that event, for many of the players, is based on your rating in the game, okay? So, I'm not going to name names, but there is one player in particular who is literally banning Arabia, banning all these different maps, so he can boost his rating because he's better on non-Arabia maps, and has been picking Aftermath and going Lithuanians and making all-in militia to control this. And so he's got like plus 100, plus 150 eloads from where he'd normally be at because he's using this map, which is not really designed for high-level Age of Empires. And so the issue is, like, so let's say we both start a game, and let's say we both go for the trade post. It's 50-50, right? It's RNG. If we both do the same thing, go to the trade post, only one person's going to get it. And so if you run around in circles, you can hold on to it. And in Dark Age, when you've got like 6 vills, having a trade post is like having way more than that. So you can essentially like double your eco immediately just by sending your scout here. And if I send my scout here and you send your scout here and I just get there first, then I have a massive lead, which matters more than it did in Empire Wars. So these things are really, really strong. Now, this has been a wholesome game, but I really don't think Red has a chance because Red just doesn't under... Wait a second. Red will see it's blue. Red will see it's blue. Yeah, it's real weird. Like, you send villagers out to the trade post as well. But yeah, the best way to play it is Lithuanians because you can make militia instantly because you start with the extra food. And then if you get a trade post, you can just make constant militia, right? So... yeah, it's like using like seeding from the ladder is tricky because you kind of have to for some people, but yeah, I don't think the fact that King of the Desert is using rated elo as a like I don't think that has to do with my grievance on this being a rated map for RM, but I think maybe we're just too. Okay, type a 1 or just smile or say yes, I guess, if you think that maybe I'm being a little too picky. Because it is very possible I'm just being too picky. I think that I'm a little too, I hate change a little bit too much, just like high-level players do. Wait, is he trying to trade with it? He's trying to trade with it. It's called the Trade Workshop. Oh my god. I don't even know if you can trade with it. I've actually never tried. It's just designed to give you resources. Oh, and I mean, he's so confused. He's like, bro, it's called the Trade Workshop. There's a lot of little pots and pans and barrels there. I thought I would get resources for this. And then to be fair, Blue already explained it to him. Blue said if you take control of them, they give you resources. Red might just not realize that he's getting the trickle now because he has resources coming in everywhere. What? I have no clue what this wall is. I really have no way of explaining this. I'm trying to think about it. Not too sure on that. Blue's going to snipe a villager there. Nice job from Blue. And Blue is, wasn't he on the way to castle? Oh, he queued up Castle Agent. He's got a bunch of man-at-arms, a bunch of eagles. And there's far too many skirmishers in this group to have any chance against his army. If it was full archers with a bit of micro, you could be okay, but it's not. And so just to look at the eco differences right now, you can see massive lead for Blue, but a lot of this stems back to having the trade posts. Like that's what this map is supposed to be about, and poor Red doesn't understand that. Oh, that's so adorable though. I love how we can understand what he was thinking there. Because it is called the trade post. So yeah, it's just not what that building is used for. Blue's got to be a little careful. Like, you don't want to just attack the range here, because you could end up losing your units. Good micro from Red. It's going to be tough for players at this elo to really hit and run, though. And there's enough melee units here where you're going to lose maybe half, but half of them are going to get hits, and it should be enough for kills. So the panic is real, as Red's on the way to Castle Age 2. You could kind of fight with Vills. You don't have armor on your Vills in Feudal Age if you're Incas, but you could actually use them as a distraction. Man-at-Arms don't really even seem to care. Okay. But yeah, what happens here is some of your villagers might get hit, but if your villagers are getting hit, your army's hitting their army. So it actually end up being okay here. Yeah, Red will deal with this. Like, maybe we still have a game here. Blue only with 60 seconds of TC idle time is bonkers for this elo, though. Especially because he didn't have the trade post for a while. But he is sitting a unit here, so he knows it's important to protect that. And I mean, you could do any number of things. I think the easiest thing to do would be go for a lot of Eagle Warriors. Blue's resources are nuts. Also, Aztecs have insane economy, too. It's not just the trade post. But Aztecs have wonderful economy. So good job from Red. Good damage control from Red. But I think Red is most likely toasted. Unless Blue wants to sit back. Blue wants to sit back and add some TCs and invest into the long term. Here's another TC. Oh my god, the Eagle's there. That's kind of funny. Will Red see that? Yeah, Red will see the town center. Can someone screenshot this and tweet it to me? With, like, a meme format or something? Like when mom tells you to scout, but you don't want to. It's like, that's just so funny looking, man. And Red has had this eagle here for so long. That's a starting eagle. I just can't get over it. I hope Blue never kills it. Red now going for... Okay, this is good. He's going to go for his own man-at-arms. That's really good. You go for longsword, you go for crossbow. That's the army comp. You know, Red is fielding a lot of good military units. Blue's eagles could be wrecked by this. And now, Inca villagers are affected by the infantry blacksmith upgrade, so it's also harder to kill them. Okay, let's see Blue. Also, I think the reason Blue has such a big score lead is due to the scouting. Okay, Blue's new TC is up here. And up here, we have all these buildings. Good upgrades coming in for Blue. Blue probably won't notice that eagle. This eagle's on fire. Sorry. Town center's going up for Red, who really hates his base. He's all about putting everything in the middle. No! No! The eagle goes down. Okay, Blue noticed it. He has more awareness than I expected. But yeah, Red just loves to put villagers in exposed areas of the center. I don't know if that helps Red. I don't know if that's like... It helps when in terms of focus. Because you're only looking at one spot. But Red is out for revenge. Oh my god. This could actually be horrible for Red. But wait a second. What if Red gets the trade post? So what I was thinking was Red would fight these eagles and Red would do a decent job there. Please get the trade post. I don't think he realizes he's getting res from the other one. His buddy died, and he heard the attack signal. And so here he's going to go. He's going to attack. And Blue reacts very quickly. Red's TCs. Blues TCs. Oop, that's not Blues TCs. Wait, what's happening here? Let me switch between... Okay, this is bugged right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, Blue's producing out of every TC, man. I don't know. He really doesn't feel 600 elo. Like, truthfully. Granted, with some of the things he did, maybe. But he just seems better than Red. I'll just put it that way. The Eagles have the armor and the attack. There's not really many longswords here, so it seems like the Eagles are going to kill. I will say Blue is very kind. And yeah, Blue now will get the trade workshop back and clean up that whole army. Now, Incas could make slingers, guys. That might be your go-to. And, GG. GG. Yeah, like, the eco upgrades, the TCs, Blue seems fairly experienced there. But what a wholesome game nonetheless. It might just not have been Red's game. Maybe Red has never played it before. But the fact that they talk to each other. Do you know how to use those outpost/trade things? Not yet. No worries, thanks. And then Blue discovered it, and then Blue told him. That makes me think it was completely legitimate. And I think Blue did benefit hugely from knowing that, and Red not taking advantage of it after the 10th minute. But that was so funny. Good army composition there for Blue. Also, good defense. Those tower rushes can be a little annoying to deal with. But more than anything, you got to remember, tower rush isn't going to kill you. If there's no army to back it up... Any melee unit is probably going to do a decent job against that in Castle Age, and that's what Blue was able to do. Crazy game. Let's look at the stats again. You've got the KD here. Looks pretty close, I guess, if you look at that. You look here at the economy, though. And Blue just benefited. Like, the more resources you get in the early stage, the better you are, right? Let's use 1,000 of each resource as an example. If you get 1,000 of each resource when you already have collected 10,000 resources, it doesn't mean as much as if you get 1,000 of each resource and you have Dark Age economy. So when Blue received that doesn't show on the timeline, but I think it benefited him and eased him into his military units, like his men-at-arms, his upgrades, his everything, really. All right, Red will figure that out. But that finally kind of answers our question on what happens at low elo on this map. This is the one thing I really wanted to see today. And yeah, I mean, I want to see a game where they're low elo, but they understand that. That would be different. This one, I wasn't expecting it to be so wholesome, but the players both know that if they don't make trade carts and throw trade carts at it, what will happen? I don't know.